Got 5, 16, 19, 21, 33, and 10. Check results.
Holiday Doctor away, and let's not waste any time here. Let's not beat around the bush. You know, let's get straight to the point. Life's elixir keeps us young. It is a secret formula. We've been waiting for this for what feels like all of our lives. Where was you when GTA 5 came out? And where are you now? Does it ever drive you crazy just how fast the night changes? Um, who would have thought that One Direction would be the soundtrack to a lot of people's lives right now? But GTA 6, Rockstar Games have announced, a trailer. Not even given a trailer, just announced a trailer, and people are losing their collective minds. I am fucking tired right now. I'm so fucked. Like I slept pretty long. I don't think longer or shorter than usual, but woke up after about 2 hours, so tired, just so fucking tired. I've napped. I've woke up. I haven't just woke up, but I have woke up since then, obviously. Still just so fucked, man. I don't know why. You know what it probably is? Just not enough like sunlight, water, and basic nutrients. AKA healthy living. And it's just kicking in now. But yeah, need to sort that out because right now. This is like my eyes. I'm struggling to get more open than that. I'm just so fucked. But like I said, GTA 6, which you know, as excited as people are, there's a much bigger possibility that I don't think the game will be bad. But the biggest possibility to me is the game is just mid. Like ideally, what it needs is just an amazing story. Like the story needs to be amazing. I didn't even finish the first GTA. I'm not even like the biggest GTA fan. I'm just sort of jumping on the wave of everyone else is excited. But like, I didn't even finish the first story. But I know that people like GTA story stuff. But with that being said, the story is like, the game came out like 10 years ago or whatever, and people still play it, and they probably finished the story 10 years ago. So they get a lot more out of the game than just the story. So you don't want it to be one of those things. What the risk is here is, you've seen what I know it's slightly different. But you've seen what's happened with, the campaign on COD. Again, I've heard nothing but bad things and laziness about that. I don't think they would do something. Like I don't think they would sort of. It's been 9 years, with games like FIFA when they basically just package the same game, take features out and then add features back in 3 years later. Right? It's like it's a new feature, right? Um, it's like okay, they feel like they release a game that's not even finished yet, and then they try and promote like, oh, but we got this massive update coming, which is going to add all these things, and it's like you mean fix all these broken things and add all these things that should have been in the game at the beginning because you served up a unfinished game because you got to hit some yearly deadline, right? It's not like that. They've had their time. It's been a long time, so you would hope that it is probably half decent. To me, I don't know if I give that much of a fuck because like the idea of a new GTA, like, oh, they should do it here, they should do this there. It's like to me, I don't know where they're doing it, but it's still America. So like, here's the thing, right? Like most games and stuff, especially multiplayer type of stuff, it's like how much do you miss the game itself, or do you just miss where you were at the time that game came out? Like you like if you were playing that game when you were like 16 and you were like not obviously doing story anymore, you're like multiplayer with your friends and you're all jumping on and you're doing this and doing that, right? And now you're like 26 or however long the gap's been. It's like, now you're working as a finance analyst or whatever, and your friends, you don't speak to those two anymore. You've got friends now who work up the city. They don't really like GTA. They like either not playing games or they like Sudoku at max, right? So it's like okay, I'll be jumping on either with some new lads I know or just on my own, and I'll play the story. And I'll be, oh, this is good. Oh, these graphics are amazing. This and that, and it's like the open world, possibilities are fucking, there is no end to them. I feel like I can just walk forever. Wow, this feels amazing. But, at the end of the day, it's like you're not gonna be able to help a certain underwhelming feeling. We're just sort of walking around this huge. I mean, it depends how much you're into games. I would have liked to have seen a GTA in like a different country. I don't know what country. Um, I don't know, but just I don't know. I get bored of like generic America because I don't even know where the first one's meant to be. Like LA, they're all meant to be like sort of LA, California kind of area. I don't know. I get bored of that like kind of generic style America. Like if they did one, for me, if you're doing another one in America, it would have to be like New York, where I wouldn't be interested. Um, France, for some reason, Paris calls out to me as a place. London would be cool, but like it doesn't feel like GTA. That just feels like a different kind of game. But it would be cool. Australia, maybe. You know, there's like different places. That would have really freshened it up. I don't know where it is again. I don't really know anything about it, who the characters are, this and that. Um, Basically, if you're at the right age for it, it'll hit like crack, you know. And if you're not, it'll be a fun game you play for now. I don't know how if it's gonna push the bound. Like people talk. I saw someone clowning someone the other day for not having a PS5, and I ain't got a next gen console, right? And because why? Why would I have one? Nothing has really came out to me that's like, whoa, this is like this. You need next gen for this. Like they've made this next gen console, and everyone wanted one, right? And like you know they weren't available for so long, and there's no games for it anyway. You know, it's like, okay, are you enjoying playing NBA? Are you enjoying playing FIFA or whatever like new crap game? Like none of the games have been that good. Like all the biggest games as well are like you know games that look like Fortnite. You know, as oh Hogwarts Legacy, everyone likes that. Okay, but that looks like a DS game. You know, I guess that's just the art style. Why that's what you can hide behind. But like these games which have this art style, right? This little DS kind of graphics, right? It's like this ain't game changing. The game might be fun, sure, but I don't need a next gen console to play Hogwarts Legacy. You know, so it's kind of crazy. The only time I've seen any kind of footage of anything, not like Cyberpunk, not that. But I thought, oh, that's like this would be like a new step. Is that like teaser? Like we got this new system and we're testing out what we can do with it. With that whole Matrix kind of trailer thing, because that just looked like a movie, you know. But so much other of this stuff is just like, what the fuck? Like on FIFA, right? They promote like, oh, on next gen, you know, it's so much more realistic. Basically, on FIFA, hair doesn't move, and on next gen, hair's floppy. And by the way, ridiculously floppy, but hair is floppy on next gen. I know. And when players celebrate, they run up to the camera and stuff, and like if they score a last minute winner, oh, it's so immersive, and it's like no, it's the same game. Like next gen, there is nothing, there is no reason for it. I'm talking about actual reason, like difference between Xbox One and 360 and PS3 and 4, right? That kind of shit. And naturally, technology, of course, is gonna like plateau after a while, but there are definitely better looking and like deeper and bigger worlds kind of games that could have been made for these consoles that are good. Because I know there's some games that have tried that open world, this crazy shit that's kind of flopped, but there's been nothing. There's been nothing sick for it anyway. But we'll see. I mean, we're only like how many years now into these next gen consoles, and we're still, you know, there's not still not like an obvious game that you need to get this console for. So you know, kind of mid. Like I guarantee most people are sitting on the next gen console playing Rocket League or like FIFA or some shit like these fucking mobile looking games. This is like whatever. But yeah, GTA. I mean, I'm so bored. I mean, I got FIFA on right now, and I'm just like, I play career mode, so like, what's the word? Like, I can't think of it. I'm too fucked in right now. But like, I just play it, and then through my teeth, I'm just playing like this is fucking shit. Why didn't they add this as a feature? Why have they made that a feature? This is so shit. Why can't they just fucking try? You know. But it's like it's because I don't really play much else. So like but at least there'll be something to put time into. Like I remember when I played the first Star Wars game, not the first Star Wars game, but like the first. They have two now. It's like the Fallen Jedi or some shit. And I was like, oh my god, it's so refreshing. I was playing for a story, which I would never do, like playing for a story. It's like I'm not looking at FIFA. You know, it's just like, wow, this is so fucking different, you know? So that'll be good, I suppose. Because like, what else? I guess Formula One, I play that as well, but like, just sports shit. It's like, any good stories, something to grab my mind. I know Dune's got a game and that. I also saw like the SAG actors strike and all that shit's dumb. I got an email about it, and and it's like immediately you just see bare people. It's like, oh, I didn't notice that Actors just completely stopped posting stuff, because now all of a sudden everyone's just posting like, my new movie, my new movie, my new movie, it's coming out in 4 days, go watch it please. And it's just like perfect time, well, not perfect timing, but like they can finally talk about the shit they've been in. And which would kind of be like a bit, it's like kind of going through uni when you had COVID. It's like, I didn't get the full experience. Like a bunch of these newcomer actors who are in this sick thing. It's like, hey, I was in this sick thing, like it was allowed to come out 3 months ago, but I have not been allowed to speak about it, and I got to meet this person and that person, and I was on this set, and it was like really cool, please watch it, I didn't get to speak about it. And it's like it's kind of like similar thing. It's like, oh, you had this thing and you weren't allowed to talk about it because of this and that. But yeah. I've got like a weird kind of blocked nose right now. You ever get a blocked nose? It's like it's not blocked, I can breathe, but it feels like the back of my sinuses feel kind of weird, where I feel like I'm speaking with a bit of like a nasal, I don't know what's going on, like a bit of a, like I'm really not sick either. Like I don't really nose, I never sore throat, don't really have a headache apart from like just the heaviness of feeling tired kind of headache. Just fucking tired, man. So tired. And just struggling for things to talk about. Like, it's been no good shit, man. No good shit at all. I mean, I saw like on Twitter, Troye Sivan was getting smoked by some like famous woman. Again, my mind will never remember her name. And it was just like this paragraph like going in. You know how Americans do, like, look at y'all stinky ass looking like a ping pong racket, looking like a looking like a neck like a freaking lamppost, or a head looking like a Men in Black alien, looking like, you know, that's what they like to just go on like some like 7-page insult marathon type shit, right? It was like that on the story, and I was like, oh, so you're mad at Troye Sivan, I guess. I wonder why. And then I looked at the video of what she was mad about, and it's like one of those like TikTok interview things. So it's like the text pops up on screen and you answer it in less than a sentence. Like, oh, you know, what made you want to be an artist? And then you just sit there and you're like, I don't know, I just love music, I guess. And it's like, oh, you know, who's your favorite artist right now? And you're like, I don't know, I just like Drake, I guess. And just basic like that, right? And it was like, oh, what's like your pre-game song? Which I don't even know what that means. Is that like, I don't know what that even means. This is how unconnected. I don't know what that means. Like, what hypes you up, I guess. And then he was like, oh, this random song. He was like, oh, you know, fucking Darude Sandstorm. Well, he didn't say Darude Sandstorm, but he just said, that'd be weird. But he just said, this particular song by this particular artist. They asked the next question. And that was it. And he, you know what? He said it in the most innocent way possible. But not innocent enough, because he's, that was offensive for some reason. I don't know why. Just don't. I've heard of chat shit get banged. This was sort of like chat nicely and chat nicely and get fucking owned and publicly violated. You know, not quite as catchy, but that's kind of all I could tell from that. It's like I'm peering into words. I don't even really know what's going on in here. I'm like just looking in like, hey, is there anything to talk about in here? You know, oh, that's happening. Oh, I don't really know what's going on there, but I'm desperate, so I guess I'll bring it up. Honestly, the actual, you know when you wake up from a nap and you're like, you're like the meme, and you're like, and you, for every time, no matter how many times, and we've all had naps multiple times, right? But every time you wake up and convince yourself it's the next day, or like you slept through the next day and it's now, like I had a nap, it must have started at like 3:30, woke up probably 5:30, and I'm like, it's pitch black. Oh, it's probably either 2 a.m. in the morning, or like, no, I'm thinking like, I don't know what I thought. For some reason, I didn't just think it's like slightly later in the same day, but I'm just like, whoa, man, like, it must be like 2049. Oh my god, I slept through Christmas, I missed it, like, every time. And it's like, no, it's just still pretty early in the evening, which now you have to get through so you can actually sleep again properly. But yeah, and it's raining. Don't know if you can hear that. Love a bit of rain. But yeah, that's all. Anyway, this was 200 and something. I'm not really sure. See, the next one, I'm fucked.
Here with the kids, and I had like 3 kids, and the geezer was probably on like maximum 20 bags a year. Like the most boring bloke you'll ever meet. He was like,